I need this for me nerves.
Making a meal of it in Belfast.
If you're late, we won't wait. Who's waiting now?
And an unexpected nightcap for Stephen.
We got 50p.
Come fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use some exotic booze, there's a bar in far Bombay. Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Passport has expired. I travelled on it in September, July.
Monday morning at Luton, and Debbie Beacock's plans for a special family holiday in Nice have hit a problem.
Is there anything I can do?
No. Where are you going to?
France.
No. You have to have an in-date valid passport. And I'm afraid this...
So nowhere we can arrange a passport today?
Not through Easyjet. What you have to do is get in touch with
a number that we can call?
Yeah. Get in touch with the Home Office. You won't be able to get one today, though.
We travelled on this in July, nobody picked it up, and I assumed wrongly that it was valid for 10 years after I'd renewed it. Right, well, we'll have a chat about it.
Thank you very much.
That's all right, don't worry about it.
Lucy May has just had a very big operation at Great Ormond Street a couple of months ago. She's had what's called a bladder augmentation, ileocystoplasty. They make the bladder bigger using the bowel. So it's quite a big operation, and she was a very brave little girl. She's been recovering, and it was her treat to go with her grandparents away. They have a place in France and they wanted to take us. I feel dreadful, I feel sick, I feel awful about the whole thing, really, because she wants to go in an aeroplane and she was looking forward to spending time with them. There's nothing we can do. I'll have to just reapply for another passport and miss out on my holiday. So, yeah, haven't got a choice, really. You want to go on there? I've got to go on an aeroplane. No.
Some neighbouring countries might accept Debbie's expired passport, and Supervisor Mary Hosier suggests they could fly and then drive to France.
So we could get to Spain today, and then they could travel up to France from Spain.
But how would she be able to get out of France? She'd be all right because she's coming back to her own country.
They can't keep you in their country. They have to let you back.
But we can't allow her to travel out of the UK to France knowing she's got an expired passport.
The next Barcelona flight is 10:40. You'll get there for 10 to 2
She can't
their
travel to
time.
France on an
I've
expired
got
passport.
seats.
How long is the drive? The drive can take hours.
Yeah, long drive.
It's silly. Thank you very much.
It looks like they won't be travelling. In Bristol, Michelle Bartley has arrived for her early morning flight to Alicante.
Come on, girl.
41 of her closest friends and relatives are with her to help celebrate her hen weekend. A little later than planned.
We got married like 25 years ago. We didn't have a lot of money. We didn't have weekends, we didn't have holidays, nothing. So that's why we're doing it all now. So that's why it's gone a bit big as well. Everybody's come in, it just got bigger and bigger. And this is my weekend to Benidorm. My husband's going to Magaluf next week. And then in January, we're having our marriage blessed. So, and I'm wearing a dress, because I never had a dress years ago.
The theme for the weekend is bunny girls.
I made all the bunny tails, made all the dicky bows, got the collars, you know, everybody got that, and the ears as well. My holiday starts now. So, oh, hello, Claire. My love.
Most people are still in bed, but for Michelle and the girls, it's party time.
That's disgusting, isn't it, drinking this time? 20 to 6. I need this for me nerves. Cheers, everybody!
Come on then, your sister's first.
Oh, come on, girl.
Oh, she's hogging it, mate.
Oh, that's warm peacock as that. Right, who got the first?
Back in Luton, there's a glimmer of hope for 2-year-old Lucy May's holiday.
Just to let you know, we're actually ringing Turin to see if they'll let you
Do
go.
they not need to have a...
Well, that's what we're going to check. We're not too sure. If they won't allow you, then we're going to give Nice a ring and see if Nice will allow you to go again.
So kind.
So we will try our hardest for you. One of my young ladies is on the phone at the moment, talks Italian, so hopefully that'll help.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much. Thank you so much. Are you ready? This is going to move. Are you ready?
Pronto? Buongiorno, sono signora Santi, chiamo da Luton, Londra, lavoro per Easyjet. Ok, la ringrazio, buongiorno.
Slow. Okay, let's try France then. Really nice of you to try.
That's all right, sweetie.
Yes, do you speak English?
Immigration just asked us.
Grandma comes to the rescue.
Bonjour. Je parle de Luton, en Angleterre. J'ai une madame qui a elle a une toute petite enfant. Oui, c'est un passeport anglais. Pas de problème. En avril de cette année. C'est que la madame. Pas de problème. Oui.
She might be in luck after all, but the final decision rests with French immigration.
Franchement. C'est vrai, mais franchement, ici il y en a...
Is one allowed to cuddle Easyjet staff? Is one allowed to cuddle Easyjet staff?
You can cuddle as many as you like, and we won't mind, honest.
5 ans après. Ça c'est... Merci, franchement merci. Hein. Au revoir.
That's a yes.
You are going to go, my little girl. You are going.
Can we,
No, we've got to try and get everything back.
French immigration have agreed to accept Debbie on her expired passport.
Oh dear. Hallelujah. I started by saying that I had a little granddaughter who had had a major operation and was travelling to France, but her mother's passport had expired. And he said, was she travelling together on the same passport? And I said, no. So he said, there's no problem. So I said, but they won't let us through. He said, there's no problem, no problem. So you're happy to go with her? I catheterise her and do all her medical stuff so she can go on her own, so...
And so if I give you this booking, can you reinstate it?
I'm very happy. Very happy.
Back in Bristol, the girls have noticed something's missing.
The only reason I haven't got it on is because it got really tight and I haven't worn it for years and I got a new one. We both got new wedding rings.
Don't worry, BB, I'll be there.
Don't worry, my love, I'll be faithful. That's why I haven't got one on.
10 minutes after takeoff, and it's already time for the next round.
Well, I've started, so I'll have to finish.
Started, you mean to go on? Normally people drink tea and coffee first thing in the morning. Yeah, nothing this strong, but you've got to go for it.
Thank you very much, Debbie. And me.
Normally it's always tea, coffee, a bit of orange juice, but this morning vodka and Chardonnay.
My main aim tonight is just to have a brilliant time, and I want everybody else to have a brilliant time. And I have a good time, and I last out.
I think they're going to be needing the old touche cloth for the tomorrow morning, I think. Cover up the old black bags.
Breakfast seems to have done its job.
Por favor.
In Belfast, team leader Stephen Smith is bracing himself for a stressful day.
This is going to be one of the busiest because all the flights are heavily booked and some are overbooked. We've also a bit short-staffed. We have a couple of people off sick, so it's going to be a bit of a stretch. So I'm looking forward to about 10 o'clock tonight.
And it's not long before the fun and games begin.
The 168 Luton, which should have gone out at 16:45, will now go out at 19:40. That's a delay of 2 hours 55 minutes. The later 172 Luton will now be delayed by 1 hour 15 minutes, going at 20:55.
No problem.
10 o'clock tonight is already looking a long way off, and things are about to take a turn for the worse. In Bristol, the Belfast flight has developed a technical problem, leaving both sets of passengers stranded. Captain David Ring is the pilot.
As we were taxiing out here at Bristol, there was an indication that one of the onboard computers had a fault, and so then we had to get the engineers out to further investigate. They're telling us it's going to be at least another hour, hour and a half before they're likely to be able to come up with a solution, and that will either involve them replacing a component that they perhaps have in stock here, or the aircraft may actually have to overnight while we get some replacement parts in.
The passengers are brought back into the terminal and given refreshment vouchers.
Hold in, please.
Thanks a lot. Lovely.
Please, passengers ready and waiting.
The guards call passengers to remain in the departure lounge, where next information regarding your flight will be given at 18:30 hours.
In Belfast, tempers are beginning to fray. Until the plane currently stuck in Bristol arrives to take them home, the passengers are going nowhere.
When it's 7 o'clock, it's a disgrace.
It's been a long day for us.
No. 7 o'clock over here.
You just called the Bristol
No, we're actually here at Bristol flight. I'm afraid
From 7 o'clock over here, no, it's wrong, it's wrong. Seize this up.
What you ought to have in here now is punch bags of Stelios, and that'll get rid of some of the tension, because it is not very good, is it?
Stephen isn't complaining as he's finally managed to clear check-in.
I love it when it's like this, and I love it when it's busy, so I appreciate it when it's like this. Really do. So I'm looking forward to going for my break, which should have been about 3 hours ago.
But his break is delayed. Although this side of the airport's empty, angry passengers are still waiting in departures.
Never fly with you lot ever again.
All right. Cheers, mate.
On behalf of Easyjet, may we apologise for this delay and for the obvious inconvenience that has caused.
Sat a lot of it. Push it close. If you're late, we won't wait. Who's waiting now? We've still got another hour, yeah? And they embarrass us, giving us tokens for £3. All you got is a pop, one of them little cakes for that. Cost me 200 quid for 1 day. Is that taking the That is. You know what I mean? That's Easyjet for you, they get away with murder.
Who's off when?
With the staff due to go home, Stephen needs to find volunteers to look after the delayed passengers.
Bristol goes and then...
And just as he thinks things can't get worse...
I think we got 50p.
In Benidorm, there are no such problems.
To take home tonight. This is the only man that you will take home tonight with you, okay? Hey, Cheryl, how are you, Frank?
Oh, hey, all over, innit?
Yay!
Nice look.
Oh, look at the glasses, Mike. Bright to be.
Take me home, country road.
It may be 25 years late, but Michelle's certainly making up for it. In Bristol, Captain Ring and the passengers are still waiting for news of their delayed flight to Belfast.
We were supposed to fly for 3:20. We've been told that we should be flying for 8:45. Apart from that, we know nothing. And at the end of the day, I'd rather be sat in here delayed than be 30,000 feet up in the air with a technical fault, and then we drop out of the sky and we're all dead.
And it's not looking good.
The aircraft's here for the night. The engineers are going to be working on it, I would imagine, most of the night, trying to get the problem sorted out. So this aircraft's coming from Newcastle, and we're about to jump on board and take our passengers back to Belfast.
If only it were that simple.
Well, basically, we've just heard that the flight that's just come in from Newcastle, which is to take us back to Belfast with our passengers from our earlier flight today, apparently has now developed a technical problem as well, which means that we could be, unfortunately, have further delays.
With safety the top priority, the engineers are called in to investigate.
Obviously, I want to know what the problem is. I have to have a chat to the engineers, and just because the this captain has said that we can go with the problem doesn't necessarily mean that we're prepared to accept the aircraft. So obviously we need to get all the details before the two of us can make a decision as to whether we're prepared to take the aircraft to Belfast.
One of them days.
The passengers have now been waiting for over 5 hours, but at least some are putting a brave face on it.
It should be all right, we think, now, so should be gone in a minute.
With the technical problem solved, it looks like they're on their way at last.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please?
Oh, dear.
First of all, who said that Easyjet wasn't an entertaining experience? We're all sat here now because one of your fellow passengers decided not to travel with us to Belfast this evening. Now, associated with that, of course, is the security risks, as we don't know if this particular passenger has got a bag on board. So that's the reason that Paul, the dispatcher, is making his way through the aircraft at the moment and asking for all of your IDs so we can determine exactly who it is that's on board the aircraft. I've also, just one more bit of good news, I've been on the phone to operations and negotiated a complimentary drink for you all from the bar as well.
Despite everything, it takes a lot to get some passengers down.
After we'd queued for a while at the bar and found out that we couldn't use the vouchers, we could only get cold pizzas with our vouchers.
Red wine wasn't classified as a light refreshment by EasyJet.
No, it wasn't. EasyJet, you're the airline.
The missing passenger had simply given up waiting and left the airport without bothering to tell anyone.
One man went home, but he had no bag, so we're just going to get the guys over to push the tug, and he'll go.
6.5 hours late, the Bristol to Belfast flight is finally off. And in Benidorm, they're flying as well.
Where you from, girls? Where you from back home? Bristol. Who's the bride to be? Are we getting a song for Michelle? She's got to sing a song.
Come on, Mish, one of you squirrel! Moving past the road. Reminds me, baby, of you. I really let you down. The next time I'll be true. People gonna ask me down. She cries on every tune, every tune, every tune.
In Belfast, the flight from Bristol has finally landed, and the end of a very trying day looks to be in sight.
Y450 to Bristol. Your new estimated time of departure is 23:05, 11 p.m. EasyJet would like to apologise for this delay and the inconvenience it has caused.
Yeah, at last we're going.
Oh no, you're not.
There is some problem. They haven't told us what it is yet. As soon as he goes to the big tech logbook, then we're all sorted. But first get these guys happy and then we'll worry about the rest of them. Give us 1 second. Bristol dispatch, 2 boarders.
Go ahead.
Okay, just put about a 15-minute delay out on this. We're just waiting for the engineers to give us the go-ahead. We're not too sure what's happening, but the captain just requesting 10 to 15 minutes.
As a matter of routine, safety engineers are called to check the plane.
Wait for the riot.
I'm having a laugh now. Come on, I want to get over it. Come on, I've been here since 7 o'clock. Come on.
Just give us our job to do, sir, and we'll get you sorted in a few moments.
See you doing your job, all right? Yeah, I'll be there at 7. We'll come over one day because we returned you quick. See you doing your job, right?
We must apologise for the delay in boarding at this time. Unfortunately, the captain on board has requested an engineer to check something on the aircraft. We therefore do not anticipate release of the aircraft for another 15 minutes. We apologise once again for this further delay.
Let's have a discount now in our money, right? Yeah.
Luckily for Stephen, the engineers give the OK, and this time the flight really is ready to go.
32 standing. Sorry about that.
You got a free ticket next time you go with EasyJet.
Do you reckon? Well, by the time I'm finished with them, there'll be no more flights.
For some, it's been an experience that will be hard to forget.
What about me, kid? I'm all right. Been here long enough, I'm tired.
139.
It's right for you. I got another 2 hours journey. You out, right?
Okay, number 33 is runs.
Cool. Been here that long?
While for Stephen, it's the end of a very hard day.
Not a very pleasant day. Had better.
And as the Bristol flight leaves, there's still one thing for him to do.
I'm going to go and get my sandwiches for my dinner.
There's no left in the airport.
No, I bring them in made. I was just hoping to get them about 5 o'clock. It's now 10 to midnight, so I'm going to get them now.
Lucy May and family had a lovely holiday in France. The bunnies danced the night away. And Stephen finally got to eat his lunch.